What is good? What is good? Welcome to Trash and Talk podcast. I am Wayne, the garbage man, Owen, with Kurt, Big Daddy Goetz.
What's up, people?
How you feeling, Kurt?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Life is good.
A little crisp weather coming through, you know, and getting you in the morning now. A little cold.
Oh, it's attacking the joints.
Yeah, the joints. You're right.
Everything's cracking when I walk.
It's crazy that just with how it was like deathly, like the weather was like almost deadly.
Yes.
A month ago.
Hot as fuck.
And now, I do miss the days of the fall because normally it just goes right into 30 degree.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I do enjoy this. But let's just quick with the weather. But I want to get into, you know, we took off Labor Day weekend.
Yes, we did.
We enjoyed the time with our families.
Yes, we did.
What'd you have going on Labor Day weekend?
I went out to eat at a place in Woodbridge, New Jersey.
All right, whereabouts?
Strickland's.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
I heard good things about it.
Unbelievable. We had we had nice cocktails. Very good cocktails. I had the tomahawk for two.
Oh, so you were with somebody else?
Yes, me and my girlfriend. We went. We had a tomahawk for two. We had Brussels sprouts with bacon as a side.
All right. Now you're talking
and
my alley.
Mashed potatoes. And what else did we have?
Were they garlic mashed potatoes?
Yes, they
Nice.
were very good. The appetizer was insane. It was an aged 1 pound meatball with marinara sauce and ricotta on it.
That's a lot of meatball, bro.
Let me tell you, it was a big fucking meatball, bro.
Was it like grandma's meatballs?
It was. I hate to say this.
Did they put it in your hand?
It was the best meatball I've ever had in my life.
Did they put it in your hand like the wedding singer?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You got to eat my meatballs.
Here you go.
It was like you got paid in meatballs?
Yeah. It was the best meatball I ever had. And I feel bad for saying that because my mom's meatballs are really good and God rest his soul. My father's meatballs were out of this world. These were the best meatballs I ever had. The best meatball I ever had. My girlfriend felt the same, but she's Italian too.
Yeah, I mean, your mom's probably not going to be happy about
Nah,
that.
she's
But
not going to be happy.
I'm sure she'll get over it. Nice, yeah. I somebody had seen the picture you put up and asked like if we went, and I said no, but you know, Kurt had gone, and they said that the place is amazing.
Oh, it's insane.
I've never been there.
And I just found out it's the same owner as the West Shore Inn in Staten Island, so which is pretty cool. I didn't even know that when we went there.
Yeah,
And
I've been there a lot.
ironically, we were just in Jersey shopping, and I Googled steakhouses in
And
Jersey.
you took a chance.
Took a chance.
You didn't
It's
want to
really
wind
cool.
up at Outback.
No, it's really cool. It's an old bank.
Okay.
So the vault is where they age the meat. So their whole there's two dining areas. One was a lounge. You could go in the lounge area and eat.
Okay.
Or there was a restaurant, like regular restaurant part upstairs. We went to the lounge area. It was nice, music playing. It was real nice. Yeah, it was good, man.
Now that they have like the loud music, like the
No Jersey Shore pumping music.
No, but that's like the biggest thing right now, you know. And I've gone to my neighbor is a restaurant like craziness. And he's like, we got to try this place, we got to try that place. And I've been to a few in Jersey. You know, you can't go at like 8, 9 o'clock on like a Friday or Saturday or even a Thursday.
Yeah.
Because you can't have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a conversation guy. I want to eat.
Yeah,
I want to
talk
talk.
bullshit.
Yeah, I want to be able to see
you.
what's going on with the family, with life, and you can't anymore in these places.
No, it was definitely not.
It was more
that loud.
intimate.
More intimate where we were in the lounge area. And it was nice. We talked the whole night. We had a good night.
Good.
Had some real good drinks.
Nice.
You know, I'm not a big martini guy, but we were drinking martinis.
Ah,
So
a little dry or wet?
wet.
Nice.
Wet.
A little wet, not dry.
But they were good, man. It was a good night. It was.
And I know nothing about martinis. I've heard
We
people ask for them
We
dry.
stumbled upon it, and it worked out great.
Cool.
What did you do, pal?
Action packed. It was a crazy weekend.
Okay.
But prior to that week, the kids were home. You know, they got home from Connecticut. They had a blast. I thanked my brother-in-law and sister-in-law again. The Martell family, they're awesome for letting them come up to Rhode Island. They had a blast. The kids are like, "Oh, Dad, we got to go to Rhode Island again." I'm like, I don't know if those people are my kind of people, but they had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. But yeah, I took a few days off. Wendy took the whole week off to spend time with the kids before they go back to school. We did a few things. We went to the Statue of Liberty.
Very cool.
That was a sight to see, sightseeing.
Did you look under her skirt?
No, the skirt is connected. You can't get in there.
I try to look.
They're doing a lot of construction now, and I didn't realize until that, that day that you can't buy tickets to go like inside. You have to buy them like 24 hours prior.
That's crazy.
The crown is like a month out. Not that I was walking all those stairs anyway.
You could still go up to the crown.
You can still go up to the crown, but they say the tickets are a month out.
Because I remember telling you when I was a kid, I went up to the crown, but that was, I was like 13 years old. I thought you couldn't even go up there anymore.
Yeah, no, I think when I was a kid and Wendy too, when we went with like school and stuff, I think we went like right in the base.
Okay.
Like whatever they call that, like anyway, like the base of it, and they got some things to look at. It's nothing crazy, but then you see the staircases going all the way up. And it's crazy. So I'm like, maybe it's better off. You get about halfway with a 7 and an 11-year-old. They're probably like, fuck this. I'm done.
Did they like it? Did the kids like it?
They enjoyed it. We went to Ellis Island. And to me, like, I looked up my grandparents.
Okay.
And it was just doing that. And yes, I know, like, people were like, oh, you could do it online. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same as
I'm an architecture guy. We went over this, last episode we spoke about it. And I take all that in.
Yeah.
And what really hit me,
you appreciate it.
what I really truly appreciated, and I told my 11-year-old, my 7-year-old is not going to understand it. There's a staircase after where they all lined up, and there's these like where we used to sign the blotter and work. There's like this wooden desk kind of, and where they all would line up when they came in with their luggage, and they filled out their names or whatever. And there was a staircase they went down to get like to where they were going to go, where process say.
Okay.
Right. Dude, the stairs are all like uneven. They're like the stone is like rounded out. Like and I said to my exactly, and I said to my son, I said, your great grandparents walked down these stairs.
Yeah.
And it was like, damn,
Surreal.
when you think of that, it hits you because you're like, God damn, they did all this, and now that's why we're here. You don't just pop up here,
No.
So that was pretty cool. And he took it in. He was like, yeah, that is pretty cool, And then we went on the computer. I was able to find my great-grandfather. I couldn't find my great-grandmother. And, we were looking for other people. Couldn't find many others, but with like Wendy's side and all that. But it was something else, man. And I haven't been there since I'm probably 10.
So the last time I went there, I think I went with Jonathan on a school trip.
Yeah.
And it was cool. He was probably in 6th grade or something like that.
Yeah, and the history of it, it's like... Listen, I worked in Manhattan, before I got on the job on sanitation, and I rode past it every day on the ferry. Yeah. And it's like, every day you would look at it and just be like in awe. But when you're on that island, you really take it in. You're like, holy shit, what these people went through, especially Ellis Island.
The amount of people that came through that building.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's crazy. Like, we ate in the lunchroom, I'm like, your great-grandfather ate in this lunchroom. Like, it's fucking surreal, but it's cool. It was pretty cool.
I know my grandfather's either on a wall or on something. My father
bench or something.
Yeah, my father had something down there for his dad when he came through. But when you watch the movie The Godfather, I think Godfather 2, they show it when he came through as a boy and how they would change your name and all that stuff really happened.
So my great-grandfather, real quick with that, my great-grandfather's name was Felice. Felice Cachese, and it wasn't a name here, so they changed it to Philip.
Well, my grandfather, if you look at his birth certificate, it's G-E-T-Z with the umlauts, right over the E. When he came here, they switched it to G-O-E-T-Z.
Yeah, and I guess they did that to make it easier, but whatever.
Maybe because pronunciation-wise, but to me. They pronounce but they pronounce my last name Goetz. Yeah. If you're in Germany, right? But I can understand that more with the G-E-T-Z. The G-O-E-T-Z as a kid, I'd be at the doctor's. Goetz, Goetz. Yeah. Goetz.
So how did they pronounce it?
Well,
in Germany, how do they pronounce it?
Goetz.
Good. That sounds like a stale cheese.
Like Gouda?
Sounds like something from under.
Can you give me the Goetz cheese,
from
please?
under cheese.
The Goetz cheese.
Give me the
goods. From under cheese.
Give me the goods in the from under. But yeah, it was pretty cool. But then we went to Wendy's cousins, Jared and Chrissy had us down in LBI
Very
for the
nice.
night.
Seen
It was
those
pretty
pictures.
cool. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. The kids went to the beach. I hung out with a cousin and we had a good time. And my guy Hirsch, good looking
go to
out. He
Chicken
gave
and
us
Egg?
all T-shirts and stuff. Nah, we don't do all that. I
Chicken and
did,
Egg is good.
but I did go to what's the bakery? Oh man,
Finelli's?
No. Oh damn it.
Ferraris.
Ferraris. Oh,
Ferraris.
shout out Ferraris, bro.
They
Holy
make, you know what they're known
shit.
for, right?
Their jelly
The peanut
donut.
butter and jelly donut.
And I don't eat jelly. But I didn't even go for the donuts.
Did you have
bro.
it?
No.
What did you have?
The apple.
Anything
fuck
apple?
it.
I'm hooked.
The apple.
Apple turnover, apple tart, apple crumb.
The apple, the big, I can't think of the word. Jesus Christ. Strudel.
Ooh,
Yeah.
my weakness.
Crazy.
That's a
They
German
were
delicacy.
amazing. Yes. Yes. At the Goetz.
Yeah,
From under.
the Goetz, from under Goetz, from under the Goetz cheese.
No, so it was good. We had a blast there, and then we got into the weekend and went to Louie's house.
Yeah.
Big Louie's. Went to a bonfire at my buddy Nicole. He's like my brother, but Sean and Nicole, their house. They had us down in Seabright.
How was the bonfire?
It was good. It was a little windy, but my like brother Sean, he just goes out of his mind. So
Good,
they have a private portion of the beach that his development across the street, they kind of own. So, but he has to get a permit. He's got to get a cop to be there.
So he goes out of his mind, like, I guess, like
he sets all this up.
like you do when you throw a party.
A little bit. I get a little crazy. But no, he does a nice thing. But he's got to bring the half a cord of wood all the way from the street, all the way to the beach site where he's burning
fucking
this.
pain in
It's
the
a
ass.
nightmare. But he does it. He did another great job. Every year we go. The kids love it. They run around the beach. They do s'mores. It's fantastic. So it was just a jam-packed weekend, man. Labor Day weekend.
Good, man.
Ended the summer well.
That's the way it should be.
But now
On a good note, now we're in football season, pal.
we're getting into football season. And yeah, as you could tell, Big Blue. Go Big Blue.
Silver and black, baby.
Kurt is a Raider fan, unfortunately.
Yes, I am.
And, listen, both our teams are on the struggle bus.
Oh, yeah.
They're not doing so sweet.
No.
So we'll get through it. It's just that, listen, football season nowadays, it's almost like KC's going to win again. I watched the game the other night. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, the refs can't be any more for KC. And I get it.
Tom Brady rules.
Yeah, it's just stupid now. And
Tom Brady rules.
And I see what people are talking about with it.
Yeah.
I also get the other end when I watch all the flags they throw. They're legit flags. But they just seem to find the ones on them so much more than the team they're playing.
You got to protect the brand, right? NFL. He's the face.
He's the poster child
He's
of the
the poster
NFL
child
right
of
now.
the NFL right now.
He's running the show. She's running the show.
Yeah.
TT's running the show, bro. Let's be for real. Fucking T Swizzle is doing the manizzle, bro. That fucking camera is on her non-fucking
The
stop.
whole time, right?
And listen, more power to the two of them. I hope they get married, have all kinds of little TT babies.
Yeah.
Do it up. But
I don't think he's got many years left, man. I think
no,
he's got like
if they win, listen,
maybe 2 more years.
I think if they go to the Super Bowl, win or lose, I think he's done.
Yeah?
I think because, and I'll give them their shout outs, the Kelsey brothers are awesome.
Yeah.
They got that New Heights joint is
I like the New
ridiculous.
Heights. I like the New Heights. But
It's just
funny.
hysterical.
Yeah.
Jason Kelsey is just like, and granted, I'm a Giant fan, and he's a Philly guy.
Yeah.
That whole family, him, his wife, they're awesome. The kids are hysterical. Like, they're cute. The family is just amazing to watch. And that's something that I envy that because of what they have.
Yeah.
And not like on the podcast level or the
No,
money
I get what you're
level.
saying. Family level,
It's
the way they are genuine.
They just look like awesome people to hang out with.
Yeah. Definitely look like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then you add in, the TT babies, once the little T's come out.
I don't know about that, man. I see them breaking up in the near future. Been hearing some rumblings.
I don't
I've been
think it's
hearing
true.
some rumblings.
I just don't think it's true. I think it's just they showed them so much on camera, they have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost like,
Well,
hey,
she's the biggest thing in the fucking world right now, so
it's ridiculous.
it only helps their brand.
It's
right?
absolutely ridiculous. But good
It
for
only
her.
helps their
I
brand.
mean, I know people that went to the concerts. They say it's unbelievable. And like we spoke about shows. Like, I'm in the entertainment end. I want you to be all over the stage, dancing, lights, music, great.
Yeah, get everybody involved. That's the
I've seen
that's the big
people,
part of it.
yeah, and I've seen people like sit and just strum a guitar, amazing, but
It's not
I
fun.
want to be entertained.
Yeah, you want to lose your mind a little bit.
And she is supposedly unfucking believable.
Yeah, and then she'll break your fucking headlights and taillights.
Well, yeah, she sounds like
Slash
she's
your fucking tires.
Yeah, she sounds like she's like she's upset. I mean, she could.
Travis is fucked.
Yeah, I mean, if
break
he
up,
does
he's
something
fucked.
wrong, he's got to understand. There's gonna be 2 records coming out.
Oh yeah, at least
You know, all about him. Their
at
whole
least 2
shit.
records.
So if he's short on the male end, everyone's gonna know. She'll put it in a record. She'll probably call it like Little Dinky T.
Yeah.
Or Little Dinky Travis.
TT he calls it.
Baby TTs, because of his baby TT.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, so football season's upon us.
So let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
Your kids, what football team they like?
All right, so my kids really don't like football.
They don't watch it.
They'll watch it with me. My little guy watches it with me.
Do they cheer for your team?
Yeah, the Giants.
See, the problem that I have in my house is my best friend Matt. You know Matt. Matt is a Jet fan, right?
Terrible.
So when Jonathan was little, Matt just kept fucking
was fuck
flooding
with
him
him.
with Jet
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
Jet shit. Jonathan became a Jet fan. Gerald is a Raider fan for the last,
He's just getting into it.
4 years.
Okay.
No, but before that, he was a Giants fan, a 49ers fan. Like, when he was little, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so when he
I
was
mean-
little, he was going with the teams that were winning at the time.
Yeah.
Like, when the Giants won the Super Bowl, the 49ers went to the
He was
Super
a
Bowl, all that
bandwagon
stuff.
guy.
Yeah. Then he got into the Raiders. I said, you sure this is what you want?
This is a lot of,
Like,
this comes with a lot of hell, bro.
There's a lot of fucking
A lot of
losing.
heartbreak and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what, Kurt, to be honest, like
Kylie's a fucking Raider fan. She has
good,
no choice.
awesome.
No fucking choice.
No, like you said real quick, Mike Parker's not a big, sports guy all around.
Yeah.
He's a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
He is a Spurs fan. I'm gonna get him there this year. I'm trying. But with the football stuff, I have the same thing. Friends will come over and they'll tell my little guy, let's go Jets, like Jets, and they start saying it, and I'm like, dude, don't even start.
Shut up.
You're a Giants fan, and that's it. But then again, when it comes down to it, bro, I'm not into that like that anymore. Even with the Yankees, I don't know when it happened, but like a light bulb went off and said, until these guys pay my fucking salary, why am I getting into arguments in bars,
I don't do that.
fighting with people over shit I have no control over?
I don't even watch as much sports as I did years ago.
I can't
when
even
the kids
watch
were
it.
younger, I watched it a lot more. All the bullshit that went on a couple of years back,
Yeah.
all that bullshit, it kind of turned me off to a lot of sports.
Yeah, and it did. It
know?
turned a lot of people off all around. And it's hard now to get into it because there's everything is attached to something.
Oh, yeah.
Right? To some kind of push by somebody that shouldn't be involved with fucking football, baseball, any of it.
Yeah.
Just let them play the fucking game.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how much money they make. I could care less. Just pay them more. Just make it, let them play.
Yeah.
Like what I said with the refs. I mean, I know a lot of they were flags, right? But I played offensive line. Those flags are not, you can't keep calling that flag when it's not that easy to line up the way perfectly. I know yes, it is. They do this professionally.
Yeah.
But it's a fast game, man.
I know a player that never complains when he doesn't get the calls or gets called.
Who's that?
Max Crosby.
Yeah, Max Crosby. That's psycho.
Fucking Condor.
Yeah.
Shout
And
out
he
to
is some
Max.
player.
Max, like and subscribe. I mean, really.
One day, never know.
Maybe.
Talk him, get him on here. But no, the football season's here. I think I looked at the schedule. I want to say 7 solid wins. Today they should beat Minnesota. If they don't beat Minnesota, I hope they go 0-17 and we get a fucking quarterback because I'm sick and tired of Danny Dimes.
You're done with Danny Dimes.
Done. I want Tommy Nichols or somebody. I'm done with the Dimes. Give me a quarter.
I got fucking Gardner Minshew.
But see, I like Gardner Minshew though.
He got his mullet back.
Bro,
and his stash.
I'd rather him than the kid you were throwing out there. The kid looked like a deer in headlights.
Yeah, he's
last
still
year.
young.
And he's not bad, but he just
young.
wasn't ready for it.
No.
And they got a lot of pressure on him. Antonio Pierce, I think he's going to be a great coach.
Giant guy.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a good coach. He's an old school, knocking the, punch in the mouth, in your face kind of guy, and that's what you need. Yeah. But yeah, I think if they lose today to Minnesota, we're in trouble. But I don't even think there's a quarterback that's out there. So let's restock the whole team. Let's get start fresh, get the offensive line straightened out, and go from there. It did hurt seeing Barkley get 3 touchdowns the other night.
Yeah, you look good, man.
Yeah, but bro, look what they got.
It was great.
You got Hurts, right?
Jacobs not have such a great game. Fuck you, Jacobs.
He's on my fantasy team. But anyway. But the difference is everybody's like, we should have paid Saquon. Bro,
you don't know that
Look
shit.
at the offensive line, right? No, but look at their offensive line is top 5.
Yeah.
They got 3 Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame receivers.
Yeah.
They got a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Total different setup.
We don't have that.
No.
Let them be free. Let them get paid the money.
Thing,
God bless them. Move on.
100%.
But I say, if all goes right, 7 wins this year. What do you got for the Raiders?
I'm hoping for like 7, 8 wins.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe we'll get more. Who knows? I know Devontae ain't staying if we don't make the playoffs. That's for shit show.
No, and I didn't look at their schedule. But I think with Minshew, listen, you see what he did with the Colts last year.
Yeah, no.
The guy could sling it, bro.
I totally agree, man.
And if him and Adams are on the same page, like him and Rodgers were with that backside throw. Nobody runs the route better than Devontae.
I know.
So I think there is, some hope there. And I hope what sucks is with coaches, I just hope Antonio gets a chance.
I hope he gets a chance. So I like him. I like him a lot.
That's why I love the Steelers. They've had like 3 coaches my entire life. 2 coaches my entire fucking life for 46 years.
Yeah.
Like, just let them be a coach. Times change. Players don't work out. Let these guys just coach and do their thing.
Yeah.
So you're saying like 8 wins.
7, 8 wins I'll take.
Yeah, so our teams are going to be terrible.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But, there's other things to look forward to.
So what is one thing that this crisp fall weather reminds you of?
Now we're going to get into some stories, I feel.
Well, a lot of shit rumbling in my head.
Well, now the shit's going to, now we got to start with the leaf cleanups and all that nonsense I got to do here with these goddamn trees around here.
Oh.
Yeah, the leaf Sunday's on the job. We didn't get into that.
I'd like to get into that.
And that was always the plus of the football season because we knew we were going to make extra money.
Oh, yeah.
Because the leaf Sundays would come. So on Staten Island, we would have leaf cleanup and it was double pay on a Sunday.
In the beginning, we used to sometimes squeeze out 2 Sundays.
Yes. But it was tough because there were so many guys and they would cut every year. And people were cutting the fucking trees down everywhere.
Yeah.
10 trees down, 6 houses up. I still don't know how the math worked, but they'll build in your backyard instead of they don't give a fuck. Right?
It's Italian.
Yeah. So yeah, we used to do leaf cleanup in Staten Island where people would have to bag the leaves and put them out for us, and then we would come through on Sundays.
Yeah.
It was pretty much load the truck out. You would have to get 10. No, you would have to get 10 tons, and it's like it's fluff.
Yeah.
They're not heavy bags unless it rained.
I remember packing it.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to.
So you'd get that weight.
You had to get the weight.
Get 10 tons of leaves. It's a lot of leaves, people.
Yeah, and once again, it comes down to the weight. You had to work the truck, like we spoke about in other episodes. Like you had to work the truck to get the weight, or else you had to go back out.
Yeah.
And then your leaf Sunday was screwed.
But that leaf Sunday generated, like with people, we didn't really get into a lot of talk about truck money and stuff like that.
Yes.
Sunday money, chart money. We really didn't get into all that stuff. So people, so you know, we get truck money to pick up garbage and recycling. We get dump money to dump the trucks.
On shift.
It's all on top of the base salary. So when you say, I think the base salary now, top pay is like 76?
Yeah, it's like 70, almost 80 grand.
80 grand, right? So your base pay is $80,000. You're definitely making 90 easy.
Eyes closed.
Eyes closed, you're making 90.
You don't even have to pick garbage up. You're making 90.
You're making 90. So, like when he says leave Sunday, it's double time. You get double pay, double truck money,
Double dump money.
Double dump money to dump that leaf.
Yeah.
To dump the leaves. So you're talking, even just the truck money alone was $50 a day. Maybe it's more now.
When we left, our highest was $74.
$74 a day.
$74 on top of your base.
So you got $74 a day to dump the truck. Yeah. But that leaf Sunday was I remember it was like a $900 day.
Yeah. And I remember, I want to say, when we were, like, when I was leaving, it was like an extra 15,000, because then I was on the truck every day. Yeah. We were doing the truck every day. I think it was like 15 grand more a year. And that's never told when you get on the job.
No.
They never told you that. So then you go to a garage when we start, and you're not on the truck every day. So you just randomly on recycling or whatever's left over.
Cleaning.
And and then you get your check, and you're like, what the fuck's this about?
Yeah.
Like, I truly had no idea.
I had no idea either.
And I remember our first year, I think the base starting was 27 grand. And
it was 27.
That first calendar year, I made like 53, 54 grand.
I doubled my money the first year with all the overtime I worked and the Sundays
and the truck money.
And the truck money, all of that. I mean, it was like, I was like, oh shit.
And that's, and that came into play. And there were also Sundays where you got double time, which you did security at the garages.
Yeah. Yep.
So you would have every shift, you would have 12 to 8, 12 midnight to 8 in the morning. Then you would have 8 to 4 in the afternoon. Then you have 4 to 12 into Monday. And that was another day. You had 3 guys every weekend for security at the garage. Speaking of that, I did it. If I did it a handful of times, I hated working Sundays. Well, but if I had nothing going on, I did it.
Staten Island Sunday didn't come around a lot unless it was a snow or a leaf Sunday.
Yeah.
So you could turn it down. It really didn't make a difference because you were making it once every couple months.
If it once every 6 months. Yeah, you were lucky if you got 2 out of the year.
Now, when I came on Manhattan 2, I was making it sometimes once a month.
Yeah.
So it was a big. You never turned it down.
Yeah.
I think there was a couple of times I made it twice in a month. To be honest,
no, you could have, especially with the snow, because now the snow comes through. That because list
Manhattan
kicks.
Also put out 3 basket trucks. Staten Island only puts out 1 basket truck on a Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, and when the list would kick into when they did any parades, when they did any with the run, the marathon, we clean up after all that, and that all goes into the list. Where once you get into that list, now it starts moving faster.
Yeah.
So you may get 2 a year.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a big fan of it. Like I did one night, 12 to 8, bro. It was terrible. Right.
You're trying to figure out how to close your eyes with the sleep.
Right, you're in a building that's got so many noises.
Oh god!
I mean, it's ready to fall apart.
Stinks.
Yeah, it's like it's
oil
terrible.
Smells like oil.
It smells like shit. It's just disgusting.
Fuel
and it was funny always because the city would say, "Oh no, like we're trying to condemn the building. There's lead paint everywhere. Yeah. Guys are dropping dead
shit
here and there
off the fucking pipes."
They're like, "Oh no, we put new lights in, so it's good for another 7 years."
Yeah.
It's like they come in and change light switches. Oh, you're good. It's not condemned anymore. Yeah, another guy just passed away from some random shit, and it's good. But needless to say, I did this Sunday. I did 12 to 8. You shut all the garages. Everybody leaves. You're by yourself in this massive fucking warehouse building.
Well, you
right?
Well,
I was in the middle of a building. I mean, in the middle of a neighborhood.
Middle of a neighborhood.
That's what made it crazier. Like you guys were out in the landfill. Nobody was bothering you. So you would have the foreman come through. Most of the time we knew them. He'd call you on your phone. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to call you when I'm on my way. Cool. Open the gate. They sign a blotter. Blah, blah, blah. They leave. So I'm like, all right, he came already. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
It's normally what we did. We took a little nap,
Yeah.
So we had one of our rooms at the time. We had a double big room now. Like we took over a big space upstairs. It had nice couches. We took care of the stuff. And dude, all of a sudden I wake up and I smell smoke.
Oh God.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't work Sunday. So it's like, why me? Why now? And I hear boom, boom, like somebody trying to kick a door in. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Well, it turns out there was a house across the street on fire. Like all those brown buildings across, like the with the stores up under them. Yeah, one of the houses was on fire. So it was the firemen blowing out the windows, banging in the door. The smoke is coming in our building because we're right across the street.
Yeah.
So the whole entire garage, like I could barely see. The entire garage was filled with smoke. I thought the fucking garage was on fire.
Yeah.
But, and we have these gates covering everywhere, these big metal gates, and they have the little slit in it. But thankfully enough, I got to a spot where I saw the fire truck like lights across the street.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, thank God. But I'm like, I'm done with Sundays.
Yeah.
This is a sign.
That would have been my last Sunday too.
I am fucking done. But yeah, it's and we had a lot of fun on Sundays when we did the leaves. There was
the leaves were a lot of fun.
We did you could tell the story because
all right, so we had it
was a classic.
We had a pet person that we love
dearly.
Steve Gustavino, great guy. But we used to pull pranks on him all the time. And one time was during the Leaf Sunday. And every time we filled up the hop, I mean, we filled it up. Probably like 50, 60 bags in that bitch.
Yeah.
We go to Steve's house, back like up into the driveway, take them out, go back up, hit another block, get 60 bags, put them in the fucking driveway. His whole driveway was blocked. And I
loaded with bags of leaves.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
And his wife must have been fucking pissed. Because I know if my wife would have came out of the house and seen that, she would have went fucking ballistic. But I guess maybe she was kind of used to us being dicks. Because me and Wayne,
we messed with him a lot.
We messed with him a lot, bro.
And it was all in good fun.
No, it's all in good fun because we love the guy.
But listen, and I just hope people understand this, where these stories are coming from. Like, we did this out of just pure fun.
Oh, yeah, fucking around.
Boredom, fun, and
there was
love.
no, like, out of hate, like, oh,
no.
Fuck this guy. No.
There was no malicious part of it.
To see the reaction from Gus.
Exactly.
And he knew it would be us.
And we were...
It was fucked up.
We were ruthless, I hate to say it.
To him, we were.
Yeah. But it was funny.
Yeah, it was
to us.
Dude, to me, it was
to
fucking
us, hysterical. It was a blast.
Tell them another Gus story.
Oh, man.
We have a couple.
Yeah, and I actually just spoke to him. I'm trying to get him here. Come on, but yeah. So there's two stories really with the lawn signs.
That was
right?
Fucking classic.
And the thing is, Gus lived down the block from a councilman, that was running for councilman in Staten Island. Mike McMahon. He's an awesome dude. We used to pick his garbage up. Great guy. And like all these other signs are all over the neighborhood for other people. And I don't remember who it was, but people were throwing them out like the next day or whatever. Yeah. But people still had them on the lawn. Like everybody voted already.
The whole block was voting for Michael McMahon.
Then surrounding areas, we were collecting other people's like vote for John. Whoever was running against Michael McMahon, right? And one morning, he was at work with us, doing on the route. The wife was at work, and we loaded his lawn with all these people. I don't know if it was Debbie Rose.
It might have been Debbie Rose.
Yeah, but we literally loaded all over the lawn to the point where Mike McMahon reached out to the wife and Gus and said, is there a problem? Like, what's going on? And now they have to explain it. Well, I got these two friends on the jobs. They're jerk-offs.
These two assholes. And remind me, people, every fucking house had a Michael McMahon sign except for
the 20 houses.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't have one sign.
No.
He had 30 signs on his lawn. 30 signs.
Yeah. That's fucked up, what we did. But the other one that we did was even fucking worse.
The one with
Hijab. That was kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe we went too far with that one.
And no, come on. Listen, I had a good relationship with Lori. God rest her soul. She was a great person. It sucks what happened. And, sorry, Gus, for even bringing it up. But no, it's like, I had a good relationship with Lori. I always very nice with Lori. Everything was good. But yeah, so his wife was a real estate agent and worked for a real estate agent. Yeah. And we did this same kind of thing. I think that one was first, and then it turned into the Mike McMahon
that
one.
might have catapulted into the Michael McMahon
later situation. On in the year or whatever. But I can't.
Fucked up.
Oh shit! So what we did there is kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
We, people after they sell a house, they throw the real estate sign out. We had our own truck. Right? So we would save real estate. This is where our brains are, people. We're picking garbage up. We have nothing else better to do. This is where the job is. The job is so thoughtless that we just thought of how we can mess with people and get a good laugh for us out of it.
Yeah.
Right? We were collecting for sale signs by other companies. Right? And she's working for company, and we loaded his lawn up with signs from another fucking real estate company.
And her boss drove up the block.
Her boss said, "Why
what
you
the
work
hell's
for
going
me?
on?
Why aren't you
do
selling?"
that? How fucked up is that?
Fucking crazy,
Gus,
man.
bro. He must have been like, these motherfuckers.
Oh, he can never get enough of it.
I would love to be a fly in the wall in that house when he's just fucking yelling about us. These two dicks.
It was so fucking funny, man. We had so much fun with him, and then with the garbage pails. So if you live in New York, you know we have telephone poles, and they have like the anchors that they could walk on, the Con Ed guys, to get to the pole, the pole walk anchors. So once again, we're just having fun out in the street, having a blast, just laughing. We always had good days. We never had a bad day at working, and especially together. But I decided to put the lid on his garbage pail and just loft it into the air.
And it fucking hit it.
And it hung on the hook.
Yeah.
People, I'm talking like
high.
20 feet up. It was just his garbage pail. And we always put people's pails back with the lids on it.
Yeah.
Especially in that neighborhood. We always did well there, and the people were good to us, and it was great. And they had clean garbage. So anybody, if you had clean garbage with not shit all over it, I was in.
Respectful garbage.
Respectful
you didn't
garbage.
Put out
Let's
like a
see
dick.
that. Yeah. But like we put every pail back. Pail. And then where's Gus's pail? He texted me, he goes, "Bro, where's my pail?"
The worst part of this, everybody's shit's put back normal, and the garbage man's shit's hanging from the fucking telephone pole.
These are his friends.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so he texted me, he goes, "Bro, where'd you put my pail?" I'm like, "What do you mean? It's in front of your house." And I was going and going. I said, "Bro, look up." And it was that high. He didn't even see it when he came home.
It was high.
He had to get his son's pickup. They had to stand on the roof with a broomstick to get it off the fucking truck. And
fucking Gus.
We did it to also, and we love you, Gus. We did it out of all love. But we also did it to Marty Caputo.
Oh, yeah.
And now Marty, the difference with Marty, though, is Marty didn't take it so well.
No, Marty got pissed. He said he got hurt.
Yeah,
he got hurt trying to get it down and some shit.
Well, the problem is, and Marty and another guy, I love you. I just saw him actually like 2-3 months ago, so it's not just seen him, but I just seen him, and he's still 5'3". He's a short little gathering guy, and we did it again. But his was like 15 feet up, but he couldn't get it down. So he was livid. He came into work the next day like cursing at us. Like Gus was just like, "You guys are dicks. Whatever, move on."
Too fucking dicks.
You fucking guys, this and that. You're fucking around my garbage. We're like, "Bro, relax. We'll get it down." Yeah. Well, tell you people, we totally forgot about it. Yeah. We never went back to get it down. He had to have one of the guys that worked in his section where he worked come, and they had to stand on the top of the garbage truck to get it down.
Yeah.
But that's what we did. We had
that was fucking great.
We had a lot of fun with that.
You know what I fucking did one time? And I got fucked. Fish's house when I was in 3. It was tree. It was another day you can work. Tree Sundays. Picking up the old Christmas trees.
Trees, yeah.
So I forget who I was with. For some reason, me and Fish weren't together. I don't remember. So here I am thinking I'm all slick, right? We put like fucking 40 trees on Fish's. We stand them up against fucking steps. There's like 40 fucking trees, right? I'm like, fucking taking pictures and sending them and fucking the whole fucking shit, right?
Look at this idiot's house.
He doesn't say nothing. "Oh, you're a dick," or whatever.
Yeah, he let it go.
Yeah, he lets it go. I don't know how they did it or how the fuck it went down. Work's over. I get my car and go home. There's fucking like 100 fucking trees at my house. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how did they even move that fast?
Hey, listen, that's God. You did things when guys got you with stuff like
you
that.
Had to get them back.
You always had to get them back.
You had to get them
there
back.
was always a way.
See, it was easy for them to get you back because you lived on the North
I lived
Shore.
in the neighborhood.
I lived in the fucking Nowhereville by the Marina Cafe, so they really had to take a ride to fuck with me.
Yeah, and you had to dump trees out of the truck then if you needed 100 of them. You ain't fitting them in the hopper.
Bro, they had fucking trees everywhere.
He must have had somebody working with him.
Dude, they were. I don't know how the fuck they did it. When I got to my house.
But Fisher was the sneaky little fucker, man.
I just laughed. I looked at it and went, what the fuck?
He was a sneaky guy.
Listen to me. They somehow, they got into shit in my house. And my car was parked or some shit. I don't remember where I was or why the car was there. I fucking come home from work. and there's fucking all my clothes. Like, you remember you had extra clothes and shit in your trunk?
Yeah.
In your car or whatever? Everything's hanging from the tree. I'm like, who the fuck? I said, the first thing was, I guess I didn't lock the fucking car.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at all my shit. I'm like, how am I going to get all this shit down? There was gloves up there, shirts, underwear, like every fucking spare piece of clothing that you would have in your car in case you got dirty or something happened. It was all hanging from a fucking tree at my house. I go, these guys are fucked up.
So who was it?
I don't know. I never found out who it was.
Well, maybe they'll come
they must
through.
Have been fucking
if they see this, maybe they'll say, "Oh, that was me."
They had to be laughing their fucking balls off.
Maybe
bro.
maybe it'll come out and.
But if it wasn't for
all
all that shit that we did, we wouldn't have these stories. Number one. But that's what that job gave you, the liberty to do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Well, I said it when we spoke on Theo. I told him, it's you, your partner in the route, and the truck.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I said, and I was telling him, like, you didn't realize, like, how much freedom you had until they got the GPSs.
Yeah.
Remember when they first got the GPS where guys were like, oh, be careful, they're watching us.
Yeah.
First off, if you're moving and working, they ain't even looking. They don't care. They're looking on the GPS. Like the GPS, once they put them in the trucks, it would show Manhattan or wherever they were looking in Work Street, it would blink red if the truck was idle for more than like 10 minutes and hasn't moved, right?
Yeah.
That's when they would, hey, what's this truck doing? Especially during the winter, like with plows and salt spreaders. That's really what, for garbage, they really didn't care, But when it came down to it, they knew where you were. It changed our job drastically.
It definitely changed the job,
100%. But we never changed. I never cared.
I don't. You know me.
Yeah, they were like, they know how fast you're going.
I didn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah, I'm like, guys.
Care.
But
the guys, whoever really knows us knows.
They know you're getting your shit done. They don't care.
And we didn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I didn't care.
Never, and it's not that we didn't care to like a bad part. We didn't care that we knew we were doing the job. That we were paying.
There was no way to get me in trouble anyway.
Yeah, and it's like
all my shit was done.
Exactly. You weren't trying to get over. You weren't trying to skate on something. So the GPS never came into effect to hurt us. But some guys did. They got jammed up with it.
The main reason I never became a supervisor was because the freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, listen, I don't think to myself now. So supervisor, I'm just gonna say, supervisor is the next position up from sanitation worker, right? So he's your boss of you for that time being. Then you have a superintendent and chiefs and everything else as shit goes up the line. But a supervisor, if he's watching you, supposedly supposed to be watching you, and say you do something fucked up, say I might get 2 days suspension for that fuck up, he might get
a
5.
week. Yeah, he might get.
You know
what
I mean? So that's one of the reasons why I was like, I don't want to fucking be bothered. But the main reason was because the freedom of I could work as fast as I want, I could work as slow as I want, I could take break when I want, as long as I knew the end of the end game was my route's going to be cleaned and
you got fun.
And I had fucking fun.
And listen, there's foremen out there that were good foremen.
There
both
was some
ends
guys
of it
that
where
were fucking hard arms.
Yeah, but they were always trying to, who they were trying to impress. I still don't know, but some of them did. They, some of them moved up and whatever. Good for them, but eventually,
but just
they get caught up.
Really think about it. We got to fucking do whatever we wanted and make damn well good money.
You don't have to.
And what about like say?
No, we can't pass this up, bro. Like you're gonna miss a massive fucking story here.
What?
You're bringing up not being a supervisor.
Yeah. All right, people.
Okay.
I'll bring it up, and then you can elaborate.
I could get into it.
So
this is like guaranteed. I never saw myself moving up. I had a hook that told me just take the test, pass it. I will get you. You'll never lift garbage again in your life. I can't do it. I'm having too much fun destroying my body. The rain, the snow, the heat.
Fucking everything.
I could not give it up because I didn't want to be a boss.
Let me tell this story real quick. So there's like fucking 30 of us. We just got on. We probably just barely had.
I just got to Staten Island. We were in Staten Island 6 months.
So
it was close to 3 years. Yeah.
So we all have like 3 years on all of us. Maybe a couple of guys a little less.
Maybe more.
It's a whole crew. It's a whole crew of us. Like 30 guys. We're all together. So, we're taking a ferry over, partaking in a few few drinks,
few
beverages,
cocktails
on the way to the city to take this test.
I don't even think I slept that night.
None of us wanted the position.
No.
Maybe there was a couple. I think Dags might have took it seriously.
Well, there was some young kids.
There was some guys that took it seriously.
Guys came on with us at 18 years old.
But
it was smart for them to do it.
Yeah, somebody I know
Probably
took the
me.
test. What was it, like 45 seconds?
No.
How quick did you finish that fucking test?
8 minutes.
Was it 8 minutes?
Yes. I mean, I could elaborate the story.
You were the first one. Elaborate. Please tell us.
So I remember
I heard you screaming when you finished.
Yes. So here's the whole deal, and this is why it happened. Like I say to a lot of people, I ain't smart. I'll tell you right now, but I'm not a fucking idiot, right? It's $60 to take the test.
Yes.
We still had to pay to take this test, people, right? So we take it's $60, but we at the time were getting paid $190 for the day.
Yeah.
You're on city time. They're paying you to go there.
Yeah.
You don't got to be smart to know that I just made $130 for doing fucking nothing. So I said, fuck it. We had a few cocktails on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Me and fucking Billy Yeager, bro. Then we got a 12-pack. We were outside One Police Plaza. That's where we were taking it. There's like a little school there, a public school.
Yeah.
That's where we were all taking it, the test. And we went in, we got a 12-pack. Mind you, it's 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably like 8:30.
And I remember there was a cop that sits outside One Police Plaza where they block the street.
Yeah.
Like to get to the jail there. And he was in like this little box on the corner. That's where his position is, whatever. And we're just crushing this 12-pack, and he's just shaking his head. And he's like, because he knows. He's like, these guys, they're harmless. Like, they're just enjoying it. There's a whole mess of people out there. He probably knows some city test is happening, right?
Tons of guys out
because you're not in uniform, nothing like that. So it's not like he knows you guys are doing that.
Yeah, you're not in uniform. That's you regular street clothes.
Yeah, so we go in.
I thought it was under a minute. I don't know why I thought it was under a minute.
Oh, no, I did the test in under a minute.
Yeah.
But it took me 8 minutes to get out. So we all get, you just get you're given a room and a chair, right? So every book, every blah, 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 it's dedicated to you, right? Because all the tests are different. You can't cheat off each other, blah, blah. So I sit down. I literally ripped the book open. Bam, 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 bam. Answered every question. I did not read one single question. Not one fucking question.
What did you get?
I closed the book. Listen, I closed the book, right? The woman's at the front. I said, excuse me. I raised my hand. She literally says, okay, you guys could start. I already opened it and filled the whole fucking thing out. I rose my hand. I said, hey, when can we leave? She's like, excuse me? I was like, yeah, I don't want this job. Now I'm feeling it. I was twisted up.
Yeah.
All the guys that were in there from my garage were hysterical laughing. I'm like, sorry to interrupt, guys.
Yeah.
The people I don't know. But I don't want this fucking job. You will never catch me. I literally stood up. I was like, you will never catch me bothering you guys. I want to have fun on this job.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, well, you have to wait for your fingerprints to get done. Because you have to do your fingerprints on the paper.
Yeah.
Real legit shit here, you know?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. What do you know? Bing. The woman walks in. I was the 7th person to get my fingerprints done. That's what took me 8 minutes to leave.
Jesus Christ.
So I go out in the hallway, and I'm walking up and down the halls.
You fucking were yelling.
Meet me at Nassau Bar.
Yeah. That's where we all met.
Meet me all at Nassau Bar. So I left. I went to Nassau Bar.
Yeah.
The guy was just pulling the gates up. He's like, what's up, kid? I'm like, you guys open? He's like, yeah, come in. I was wrecked. That day.
By the time we got there, you were wrecked.
Oh my God. By the time people got
I did the
there.
same thing you did. But I was just.
Yeah, people started dwindling in. I want to say if the test started, just say at 9. I want to say people started dwindling into the bar like 10, 10:30. The crowd got really big. But I didn't know 90% of the people there.
No, but it was all guys that took the test.
Everyone.
Because they heard you fucking broadcast that whole way. Meet me at the Nassau Bar.
Well, listen, and I was young back then, and there's something about the Nassau Bar.
Yeah.
The girl is wearing not so much clothes.
Yeah,
so
bikini.
Yeah, but I knew that working in the city prior to that.
Yeah.
I had a few cocktails in there back in the day. But it turned into a fucking shit show of a day. I mean, it was a fucking blast.
I don't think I got home till fucking 11 o'clock at night or some shit like that.
My buddy Tommy and his brother Sean, the guy just at his bonfire.
You guys didn't have to explain that shit to nobody.
We went here, we went there. They drove into the city to come hang out in this bar.
Yeah.
That's how amped up I am to make this place. The place was packed. Door to door, sanitation workers and people, and whatever.
Man.
It was a fucking blast.
It was a great fucking day.
But yeah, I got it. Want to laugh? I got a 57 on that test.
That's pretty fucking good.
I did not fucking look at a question.
I don't even know what I got. I don't remember.
I did abacadabra, badabba dabba. Like I have no idea what I was doing.
What I got.
I was just crushing.
I don't remember.
Letters, bang, 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 bang. But yeah, it was. We never wanted the job.
Oh, I
could never see myself. And there are some fun. Listen, there's some fun foremen.
No.
I've had a lot of fun with a lot of foremen.
It wasn't for me. It's not what I wanted.
No, you know who I just saw?
I wanted to be in the street.
Shit, bringing up fun foreman. You know who I just saw? And I don't even remember where the hell I was. Now I got to think about it.
Corey?
The Schnoz. Section 12. Johnny the Schnoz.
Valencia.
No. Anyway, I'm like, Johnny? He's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it was at somebody's wake. We had a mutual friend at a wake, and he didn't realize.
What the fuck was his name?
Veneziano. One of the best bosses out there. I've been lucky. I had, one questionable guy off the bat. Then my second foreman in Manhattan was awesome. First foreman in Staten Island, awesome. The rest of the way with Val, awesome. Like, I never had a bad douchebag foreman. So I got lucky, but there were some douchebag foremans. And they turned me away from wanting the job.
Yeah. There was a couple of times, even the good foremans, I got into some shit with.
Yeah. I mean, we got into shit with foremen.
I got into shit with Val.
We have stories with that shit.
I don't remember what it was about.
We always got shit with Val. But Val was always more of like, when people would tell me, Val's a dick, this, that. I'm like, guys, you guys then don't know Val.
No, Val wasn't a dick.
We had a great relationship.
Yeah, we had a great relationship. No, he wasn't a dick. But whatever it was, he got into it with us. And we were like, you're fucking wrong. You're making way too big of a fucking deal out of nothing. I forget what we did. We did something stupid, and he got like a baby, like they get sometimes.
They do. Sometimes. They take it personal.
Well, fucking you, dude.
And they take it way too personal sometimes. And I tell them all. I would tell the bosses, even when I was a shop steward, guys, don't. This is how much work we're leaving out. Oh, you're killing me. I ain't killing you.
Yeah.
This work is killing me.
Yeah.
Like we can't keep doing this. It's just I'm standing up. This is it. And we didn't do that much.
No.
I tried when I was a steward in Staten Island 12. Section 12. It was more to help the guys. I didn't care that I was dazed every day. Like I didn't take it for that.
No.
And to talk about it real quick, being a shop steward. So in our garage, so it's just say the garage has 100 garage guys, and then it's 4 sections, right? So each section has 20 guys.
Yeah.
What you are, if you're a steward, you're the middle person so that the guys don't all flood phone calls to the union. They have an issue, they come to you, you call the union and deal with it on that end. Yeah. They want you to be the middle person.
It's also a thankless position.
It is, but I never thought of it to be thanked for it.
No, I didn't. No.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking guys got a little carried away with it.
They do. They did, but
they got a little fucking carried away.
We did it for a little bit, and Val.
I put up with a lot of shit when I was garage steward from guys where sometimes I'd be like, "Who the fuck? Like who the fuck do you think you're talking to?"
Yeah,
bro?
Yeah, and
then you gotta be the better person because you're in a position where I'm just there to help them.
Well, the garage is tough because you got so many guys. But
this was a pain in the ass sometimes.
In my section, when I was in the section, there was 22 guys. I think I had a great relationship with most of them.
I don't think I had a bad relationship with them. I just didn't like to hear cry.
I just didn't like when people lied to me.
Or they cry.
Yeah, and I always tried to work it out.
Grown men shouldn't cry. Suck it up for the day. It's one fucking day.
Exactly. And true, but the problem is, like and everyone probably knows, with union jobs, there's one problem with it. They protect shit workers.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But they're there.
They protect everybody. But
yes, but you have to still get through with the guys that are crybabies. They don't want to do the work. Every day's an issue. And it sucks, where I'm just trying to get it the easiest way you could get done. Guys, let's just all work together.
Yeah.
If your route's heavy, call. I'll get somebody over there. Me and Val sat down for weeks. Dude, I had those routes, and I think you were still there.
Yeah, you were redoing the routes.
We redid those routes, the two of us, because I had those routes. I did every route in the section prior to getting that position. There are guys that were stewards that never did the routes. They jumped into shop steward routes, and that's all the routes they knew.
Yeah.
So they would take in, you would take blocks off people's routes. They didn't know how heavy they were.
Yeah.
I could literally tell Val, hey, this block on Thursday has 13 stops on it.
Yeah.
And the guys were like, how do you know that? Because it's the same shit.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, people, the garbage is the same.
Yeah.
You put it out this day, this is what you put out. The next time you're going to probably have nothing or the same exact kind of material, But it was thankless. But even being a supervisor, think of how many times now the guys would complain about them. And then how many times the guys screw over the supervisor.
Oh, no,
I felt bad for them too.
It goes both ways.
Exactly.
100%, bro.
But it was definitely something we never.
And I gave foreman's comp lunch. When I was a dick, I'll never forget.
A lot of times.
Patty Agnes, I was in 3.
Oh, I remember
Agnes. I was with Caputo, with Anthony Caputo, whatever. We were doing whatever we were doing. Giving work back, whatever the fuck we were doing. And
Playing games.
He said something, fucking Patty Agnes. I said, Patty, fucking write the complaint then. Fucking write it. Whatever, dude. I'm not going to be mad.
We used to hand them the pen.
I can write the complaint, dude. Just do what you got to do. Not thinking he was going to write it. So I go to fucking trials months later, maybe a year later. And I'm thinking about trials for the sick leave shit.
Yeah, so you didn't realize this was going to pop up.
It just fucking added to the fire. But when I seen it, I'm like, I know I told him fucking write it. But he fucking wrote it.
He wrote it in the paperwork.
I'm like, this
He
fucking...
told me to write the complaint.
Yeah, he wrote it. He said that.
Yeah.
I go, this motherfucker. I come back to the garage after trials. I'm like, Patty, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? I go, you wrote on the fucking complaint. I told you to fucking write the complaint. You couldn't just write a complaint. He wasn't where he was supposed to be. Whatever the fuck it was.
Exactly. Yeah.
I said, just because I fucking told you that doesn't mean write it.
You actually write it.
He actually wrote what I said verbatim. I'm like, fucking dick.
No, honestly, other than missing day, I never got a complaint on the job. Like a written complaint from a boss or anything.
One.
Yeah, that one.
The others were for fucking my own stupidity with sick leave shit.
Sick leave and that kind of stuff.
Stupid shit like that.
But yeah, I never, and I'm tooting my horn, but I'm just like, I never dealt with that because I was always get the shit done, get done, and get the fuck out of here. I don't want to deal with the bullshit.
I hear you.
But it was a point where we could have taken the foreman's job. We probably would still be on the job because our bodies wouldn't have been beat up so much.
So
I know
hurt.
A lot of foremen right now, they're still on. They're in their 25th, and good for them. Like, get what you can, but also get out and enjoy it.
The only regret I have, Wayne, to be honest, about like running the routes and doing the way we did them, and dude, my body is so fucked.
Yeah.
I'm only 52 years old, dude.
Yep.
So to be 52, have 2 knee replacements, my fucking fingers are numb all the time because my shoulders are fucked up. I had shoulder surgery already. I know what they're going to tell me. They're going to want to do a fucking replacement.
Yep.
I ain't doing that. I got to lose weight. It's a very, and I don't mean to fuck, I know we laugh, we joke, but it fucked up my head, bro. My last injuries to my legs.
It takes a lot out of you, man.
Getting pushed off that job. I couldn't go back. I couldn't do the job.
Yeah.
I'm like, not crying, but it gets me sad because I didn't get to leave
the way you wanted
the way I wanted to leave with my head up, out the door. I was definitely doing 25. If I could have done 30, maybe 30, but 25 was on my mind. That was it. And I was like, I could do 25 fucking easy, bro.
Eyes
10
closed.
minutes from my house.
I could definitely do it. Yep.
But when all this shit happened, and listen, dude, I've been painted. You see how I am when I walk up and down the steps, and everything's just
like
fucked.
Old Man River.
Yeah, it's just and it's a lot. The heavy weight, all the weight I gained doesn't help to it. But the only regret I have is I didn't get to leave
on your terms,
on my terms.
Yeah, but I'm just waiting. Listen, when you come in here and if you start shuffling your feet and you start hemming like, like then I'm gonna know like you either found God or it's a bad day. But all of us, listen, I did leave on my own terms. I knew I was only doing 20. Yeah. I had a future thing I wanted to do. Didn't work out.
Too, dude.
Exactly. But yeah, and it's not that we're trying to like get into the sadder parts of the job and that shitty end, but it would have, if we took that foreman job, it probably would have been different.
Because we're only 3 years on.
But then again, I would have never been on Theo Vaughn. Because I wouldn't have had the stories.
And I probably wouldn't have been such a funny guy.
All right. Well, on that note, all right, people. Thanks for. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what to say to that?
I have nothing to say to that.
Well, I got a fucking lion staring at me right now.
I have nothing.
Thank God I'm not drunk. People don't realize
another
Wayne has a
good
pet
one.
lion.
Another one in the books.
Yes, another one in the books.
We touched the football season starts today. Hopefully these fucking Giants could do something.
They'll do it. I have faith in Giants.
I'm just waiting for the update
Giants
on the
and
phone.
The Raiders will win. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, you're gonna get this a week and a half later. So let's see if it's right. Let's see what
Kurt called it here.
We may have to. You know what? I got a buddy. I'm gonna see. He's pretty good on the gambling end.
Okay.
We might have to pull a Sunday live show.
Maybe
the people want to see a little 25-minute live show, and then we'll have my buddy come in and give a little free picks for the week. We do a gambling free pick thing.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe we pull that off.
It'll drop on the Wednesday.
Well, I'll try to.
They have a couple of days to think about what your friend says.
No, Sunday morning. We do Sunday before football.
Oh, live before football.
We do live. 12 o'clock. Bang. Get ready.
We'll put it live on every fucking stream.
Yeah, we'll be. I'll see how much Times Square costs. We'll get it all out there. But all right, people. Listen, we got to go for the big stuff. Why start small? Go to the top.
Listen, I just want to say one thing, people. There's no more drinking in the bleachers.
Another good one in the books. All right, folks. Once again, thank you for the support. Thank you for everything that all the love we're getting. You can follow us on Instagram at Trash and Talk Pod. Email us. We're still looking for more people to come out and be on the podcast, talk about your jobs, and just shoot the shit.
We're on Spotify now too.
Yeah, email us at trashandtalkpod@gmail.com. YouTube is trash letter N and talk. Check us out on Spotify on the Trash and Talk. We're getting it out there. TikTok. Follow us on everything and yeah, let us know what you think and give us. You
can give us suggestions, man. We're open to suggestions.
Yeah, you can tell us it's terrible. Yeah, we're in. We'll fix it.
We'll fix it.
We're fixing daily.
Wayne's a good fixer.
I'm a good fixer upper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but remember, be nice to people. You never know what somebody's going through. Take care, people.
Peace.
That was classic. I think that one's going to be a good one.
Oh, my hiney hurts.